Welcome to Pitbull Stadium. These two teams will break the seal on conference play in this one. It's the Kennesaw State Owls and the FIU Panthers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
Guys, this crowd is electric. He knows that there's a lot of excitement for this home game, but most importantly, the weather is clear. We were wondering how the forecast would shake out, and it is calm and beautiful. Should be an impactful game here with great weather, great opportunities, and a fast surface. Guys, back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. The Panthers will put boot to leather, and this will be the start of a new season. He'll bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Owls offense will get first crack at it today. And David, they've got a guy outside that has a lot of potential, but he has to prove that he can be a go-to guy.
No, 100%. They are going to have to depend on him to make plays, to consistently catch the football, to make those one-on-one matchups, make the defense really pay when they choose to do that. I think he's the guy that can do that in spurts, Jesse.
Yeah, he doesn't terrify this defense. We know that, having talked to the defensive staff going into this game, but they have seen him flash before on film. They know he has the ability to make the wow play. For them to win this game, though, you get the sense he's going to have to make a few of those for this offense.
Unloads to the right. It's caught. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Here's a heat. Makes the catch.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
Offenses know and work on it all week. Third downs, we got to be really, really good. This offense not good on this third down. It could come back to bite.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Finds a spot in the middle. Outstanding tackle to keep him from getting the first down, and they'll get it back. The Panthers offense will now get its first chance with the football. And here comes the freshman quarterback who has certainly outperformed his recruiting ranking. His coaching staff blown away by how quickly he grasped the offense and won the starting job for the opener. From the gun, running back on the move. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
They try to pop a run on the draw. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down.
We got all these fancy pass plays and all these fancy formations and shifts and motions and all this stuff you make me think about as a defensive guy. And then you slip that in. Really nice job by the offense, hitting you with the draw, with the unexpected. Nice job getting a big game.
Looking for an open area to his left. Strong pass rush, gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Well, this defense knew coming into this game, playing one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, they were going to have to find a way to get him off rhythm, and they're going to have to be careful doing it because of that speed, but that is huge for their confidence. They get their first sack of the game here in the first half, and you can all of a sudden...
Catch him stride inside the 15. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw throw, catch and run on that one.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
On 1st and goal, let's see if FIU can get it in.
Here we go. Ready, go. Ready to go.
He'll keep it himself. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. After getting nothing done on 1st down, 2nd and goal from the 6. Jones wants to throw it. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
And you've got a golden opportunity here now on 3rd down. I know you just threw an incompletion, but you've had a really nice drive to start this game. You want to cap this thing off, and you want to do that by scoring a touchdown. So think about who your best...
Makes a grab. He stopped short of the sticks. They're still in field goal range if they choose to kick it here. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. The coach has to be happy.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Kennesaw State will go on the attack, the offense onto the field. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Here comes the heat. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Morgan. Strong run to get it out to the 21-yard line. They pick up a 6. And the Owls in the hurry-up. From the gun, wants to pass. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open. And if I'm the QB man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Might as well stick with him. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Panthers! A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Owls offense comes out ready to go to work. They've spotted them a 10-0 start. Now to see if they can answer on this drive. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming. A lot of urgency for this offense.
Tell you what, that read game really slows you down defensively, kind of makes you play responsibility football. And when you get chunks like that on first down as an offense, I would continue to come back to it.
He made the first guy miss, but there were too many dudes coming to help, and they stopped him behind the line. Back to throw, it's Collins. Fires to the middle. Found the spot in the defense. There he goes. He's at the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Kennesaw State.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
On to attempt the try. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they put points up in electrifying fashion with an 82-yard toss for 6. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Florida International offense is back on the field. These teams putting up some early points, and now they have it back up 10-7. The inside handoff. Picks up the first down. Dude, he's already picked up 46 yards on the ground, and they wanted to have an identity as a running team, and he's giving them that in the season opener. Got a little grass. He's at the 10. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, FIU.
Yeah, dude, if I'm a DC, I'm throwing my clipboard. I'm throwing my hands up in the air. What do you want me to do? I mean, this is unbelievable, having a guy this dynamic at the quarterback spot that can take it 50-plus and make it look that easy. You stop it.
What they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. They wasted no time on that drive, got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. He'll return it. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. RPO complete to open the drive. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Kennesaw State right back to work. Send the tight end in motion. Now the play fake. Under fire. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
And we've already seen him make splash plays in this football game. He got the interception, the big pick earlier, now getting in the backfield, getting to the quarterback, and doing the most important thing. When you get there, get home, and get him on the ground. He's got a pick, and now he's got a sack.
He's going to take off. That slides a little early and short, and now it's going to be 4th down. No fair catches here, looking for room. They'll wrap him up and bring him down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first quarter. We reached the break. It's FIU with the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. They'll go back to work after changing into the field. Timeout is called. Make sure everybody's on the same page. Play clock was down to 4. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. From the gun. Give on the inside. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The play action fake. Here's the pressure. Slings it downfield. Fires and picked off. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
When you get that quarterback and he starts to leak outside the pocket like that and roll, you roll with him. Those linebackers are supposed to move and shift with him, start to take away the field towards the sideline, because think about it. He's not going to throw it back across his body. The defense read it well, moved with the rollout, made the big play.
Showing off that power as he plows ahead to the 38. The Owls can really attack on this 2nd and short.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
He'll keep it on 2nd down. He stopped at the 32-yard line, pick up a 5 on the play, and it'll be a 1st down.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the 1st down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
Run in the red zone. It's Morgan. Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16. Back to pass, it's Collins. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Owls! Great job by the back on the option. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Bust through behind his path. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Flips it out to the back. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll run play action. Here he goes breaking the pocket. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble but couldn't create anything there. They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. On the run deep down the right side. He's got it on the outside. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. And the Panthers are moving quickly down the field. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10. He has 60 yards rushing already here in the first half. It's a season opener, but he's in midseason form. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line. They keep pushing forward, down to the 3, but now it's 3rd and goal. Making side adjustments here. Off the play fake. Touchdown, Panthers. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And I think this is really the separators in good offense and great offense. Can you throw the football inside the 5-yard line with the tight windows? He can. Nice strike, nice catch, nice execution.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. They march 78 yards down the field, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. And he's coming out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Owl offense is out there to get this drive underway. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense...
Here's a little room there. Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one. Kennesaw State right back to work.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line.
There he goes. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Owls! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
Yeah, we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
Lining up for the PAT. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the scoring play coming on a 56-yard touchdown pass. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Ford International comes out to start this drive. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. So 3rd and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion. Jones to throw. Rushes on him. Hauls it in. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs. They're going to run it. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
First down physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got to burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Stepping to the right. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Tight end finds a soft spot. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. The Panthers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. He'll pull it down. At the 40, there he goes. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35. Tune in to the Ocho. 8th play of the drive coming up. Dumps it off in the flats. It'll be a gain of 6, sets up 2nd and 4. You can hand it to him, you can throw it to him. Either way, he's making his presence felt.
Those are your favorite plays, Reese, the him plays, right? Finding ways to get him the ball because he can make plays, whether it's running or receiving out of the backfield. They're going to continue to highlight this guy.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Jones wants to throw it. Unloads it left. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left. So now on comes the field goal unit. This one will be a 45-yard attempt, and he'll kick it from the left side. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. The lead now 6 here in the second.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. And the return man is brought down, but there is a penalty flag on the play, and if I were a betting man, and sometimes I am, I'd say they're going to throw it in reverse. He was grabbing for anything he could get a hold of and wound up with a fistful of face mask, and it'll cost him 15. To the air on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, week 1, the start of a brand new season, and it's our pleasure to welcome you into the EA Sports College Football Update Show. And leading things off, we take a look at Miami, taking on the number 3 team, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. And it's the Hurricanes, looking to get the job done on the road. Right now, it's early, but they lead this season opener. Back now to your game inside Pitbull Stadium. We figured we'd be in store for a defensive stalemate. Instead, these two teams have moved the football on the ground. Kind of a throwback game, and I'm not sure there's any need to change it up in the second half. It's time to throw it back to our guys in the booth to start up the second half.
Kennesaw State ready to kick it off to start things here in the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. And on that kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. That is their sophomore starting wide receiver. Hope he's just shaken up momentarily. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on it. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line.
Goes high to pull it in. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
If you're the defense, you've got to finish the play. They had the quarterback. They had him corralled in the backfield, just not able to get him down on the ground. And you see against this type of athlete, he can hurt you if he gets outside the pocket.
Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. Jones to throw. Oh, he makes the catch. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still, just a very short gain. The Panthers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line. It'll be first down. And the Panthers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He might want another play. Tight end now in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Escapes the pressure to his right. Still running at the 40. Turning it on. And he has vexed his defense with the scrambles. Another first down and yet another big gain.
How nice is it to be an offensive coordinator and you call a pass play, but your guy turns it into an explosive run? Like, that is so much fun to call. Good protection up front, but he just sees space so well. They drop back, he finds the holes, and, man, before you know it, he's just chewing up yards and making big plays.
They've got him wobbling after that big play now to pay it off on 1st and 10 from inside the 15. Back to the ground game on the left. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Right back to it. Touchdown, Panthers! And they take it in for 6 more points.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
My philosophy on going for 2 is only when you have to. Trying to pound it in. He stopped short on the 2-point conversion attempt. They went right back to the well with the man who scored the touchdown, but he couldn't get it in for the 2. And he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Trying to make them guess wrong on the read option to the right. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Kennesaw State right back to work.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
I think at this point of the game now in the second half, down by as many points as they are, it's going to be really hard for the offense to sprinkle in the run. They tried it there. It didn't work. I think you got to be thinking about the passing game now and start trying to identify playmakers out on the perimeter of the field that can get you back in this game.
When you're in zone coverage and it's 3rd down, man, it's eyes on the quarterback. Break as soon as the hand separates from the football. You see the slant coming in behind. Nice job making your presence felt. They want to throw those. They need to pay for him. Be physical. Make sure he doesn't catch that football.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The Panthers offense comes out ready to go to work. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Off the play fake on 1st down. And the rush will get to him at the 25. The Panthers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down.
Here we go. Ready. Go.
Off play action. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Well, this offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack, first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. FIU will line up to punt. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Just needs a crack to get a return. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. Finding open areas. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Offense, quick tempo.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Defense wants to bring the heat. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The run inside, it's Morgan. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The give on the option. He's brought down immediately and barely got it back to the line of scrimmage. Now facing a third and long. Back to throw, it's Collins. Snagged out of the air. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
And a nice job working in the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Caught. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that fourth down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Around the corner, it's Morgan. Touchdown Owls! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So a relatively short drive covering 39 yards. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Trying to escape and get it himself. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running to the left. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10 as we are getting this season underway in the opening week. They'll go right back to him, finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. It's 3rd and 5. Jones wants to throw it. Bringing the heat. Got the back over the middle. He did everything he could to find enough running room, and he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the first down marker. It's 4th down. Headed into the final period, both of these backs have been strong so far and looking to be able to finish. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. FIU will line up to punt. Timeout taken by the offense is their second. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Now, this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. Quarterback may change this route. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he got loose. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. They'll have a first down here, a Week 0 game that is living up to all the hype and anticipation. They'll run it out of the shotgun. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll move the tight end. Jones to throw. Complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. Hit as he throws. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd. FIU will line up to punt.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Kennesaw State will go on the attack, the offense onto the field. And now, deep in the 4th quarter, a chance to go down the field and take the lead in this ball. To set them up.
And these are the mistakes backed up you can't make as a quarterback, man. You've got to protect the football. Big-time mistake. Defense capitalizes and sets their offense up with elite field position.
And the sudden change magnified for this defense as it's 1st and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Jones wants to throw it. Got his man on the outside. And they knock him down in the backfield. Outstanding play by the defense. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And it's good! Big 3 points to stretch the lead. Whistles as we have a man down on the field. That's the junior offensive lineman that they're counting on. We hope he can return to play soon. Let's see if he can make a play on the line. This guy makes you hold your breath when he gets the football in his hands, and that last line of the coverage team, the only thing that stopped him from housing it. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Back to pass. The sure hands, it's Rodgers. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He's got an open man. He's into the open down the middle. And he scores! Touchdown Owls! That had touchdown written all over it from the moment he caught the ball. Big play, big run for the school.
Yeah, it had touchdown written all over it because nobody was covering him. It'd be a good idea to get a hand on him. You know, listen, I know you guys got some speed, and maybe you give him a cushion and give him some space, but that was a little aggressive on the space department there.
After the score, they need this two-point conversion to tie. Going to the run, it's Morgan. He is denied, stopped short of the goal line, trying to tie the game, and he will not get the two-point conversion. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Panthers offense comes out ready to go on the attack. That last touchdown drive tightened this one up, and we'll see what these guys can do coming down the stretch. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he has vexed this defense with scramble after scramble, has another first down.
And, man, you see it again. It's got to be frustrating for this defense. Like, there's a reason the offense has the lead, and it's because the QB can drop back and do things like that. It's supposed to be a pass, everybody playing pass, but he's just got such a knack and such a feel to take those.
Oh, there's an alley to the left. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Florida International. The Panthers get it right back with a score of their own.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
This one's big to make sure they can't beat you with a field goal. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 9 here in the fourth. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's go down to the sideline and holler.
Guys, checking in from the Kennesaw State sideline, I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what he's missing. They want to get some confidence built back up in this quarterback, but right now he's shaking his head like, I've got this, I've got this. We'll see if he really does here to take the field. Back to you.
Howie, thank you. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Collins. Makes the grab. Kennesaw State right back to work. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced them into 4th down.
Christ, that happened fast. He was in the backfield before the ball was even snapped.
Oh, man, adrenaline pumping, heart beating a little faster there. Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. He'll do it himself. And he will not get there. How about this defense stopping that run short? Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Gives it on the option. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. The offense changing the play. They'll keep it on the ground. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the 1st down on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Out of the backfield, he's open. And they make the stop just short of the line to gain. Inches to go. It'll be 4th down. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative, use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Owls offense comes out ready to go to work. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Pulls it in down the sideline. Oh, a lot of space. Touchdown, Owls. And the comeback is on.
And how about the bomb, the long field all the way across the field. Big-time play, big-time throw. Receiver runs underneath it, takes it to the house. Huge play for this offense.
And he makes the extra point. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. The Florida International offense is back on the field. That last score the defense allowed made it a 1-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. He wants to change this route. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. 3rd down and 1, and this is why they call it a gut check. They'll try to run for it. They get him down, but it's past the sticks, and it's a 1st down for FIU. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. From the gun, the ground game. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their third and final timeout. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. The give from the gun. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on fourth down by what they call here. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Third down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty. Jones to throw. Quickly complete. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there. FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs. The handoff as they run the counter play here. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. He stopped in his tracks, and at least they didn't lose yardage on this one.
And that's exactly what you would expect from this offense. Listen, when you're in that 1 to 2 minute range and you got the football and you got a lead, it's smash mouth, it's keep that clock running, it's ground game. So interesting now on this third down what they do next, but we got to keep that clock moving.
The give on the counter. He's going to lose a yard on that one. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. FIU will line up to punt. He'll try to really get into this one. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. It comes down to this. One more snap left in this game. If they get a touchdown, they can find a way to win it. Back to pass, it's Collins. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Last pass falls incomplete, and that's going to do it. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.